Hey everyone, welcome to our live. It's our 2 o'clock live today. And on our 2 o'clock, hey Candy, how are you? On our 2 o'clock, we're doing airbrush eyeshadow. So my foundation, my contouring, all of that is still on. And we're gonna go into the airbrushing eyeshadow. And one thing we go over each and every time are hours, like when we are live, and in the basics. So we love to cover that just because we know there's a lot of new people. And I love the fact that they're jumping on and they're asking questions. They want to see different things. And so that's, I am really excited for. So real quick, I'm going to put down the banner here. Right below tells the times that we are on. So Monday through Thursday, we're on at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 4. And then Fridays, I'm on at 8 and 10. And so every day of the week, besides Saturday and Sunday, you have an opportunity to jump on and ask questions, learn something that maybe you didn't know about Luminous, whether it's airbrushing, color cosmetics, a new product, whatever the case may be. If you're like, oh, hey, I was looking and what does this do? That's what we're here for. We are here for you to utilize us. So we want you to ask us questions. We want you to use us. Bottom line, use us. Because along the way, we all learn something. So it's kind of cool, Now let's go over the kit right here. This is our one of our starter kits. This is the Icon, and we also have the Icon Pro. It looks very similar, but it is a different color, and it also has the 2 speeds. And we also have the Legend, which is a little bit different in size, but everything's applied the same way. The the Icon Pro is going to have 2 speeds. One for that you do everything, and then one where you can do tanning or do more like if you're airbrushing your legs, things like that, because the air is going to blow a little bit faster or harder, I guess. And so we do give you, in our starter kits, we give you 2 bottles of foundation. We give you the 2 bottles so you can color match throughout the year. We all change shades. In the last 2 days, I have changed shades because I've been using our tanning tonic. And so we give you enough to get, to be able to do that 365 days a year. We also give you the 2 bottles so you can start practicing. We want you to get in there and get going with it because it's going to be amazing. There is a little bit of a learning curve, but that's why we want you to practice. So think of the starter kit as your practice kit. And get in there and get going with it. We also give you a bottle of Love, which is a hydrating illuminator. It gives you a little bit of luminosity, but not like shimmer. And then the blush, that does change depending on what kit you have, meaning the fair, medium, tan, warm, or deep. The blush that goes in your kit is perfect for that shade. Now, when you first start out, we want you to do the following. So we want you to get it out and start practicing and plug it in. It comes put together. So the only thing you have to do is plug in the power cord. But as soon as you turn it on, there is air that comes out. And so just feeling that air on your face and feeling that around, feels so good. And that's practicing. And so you want to make sure you're about 4 finger widths away, that you keep it moving. And then you can start putting water right here in the bowl and pull back on the trigger and practice finding that sweet spot on how far you need to pull back on the trigger. There is a sweet spot for that. You do not want it to come out where you can see it. You want it to be so light that you actually question whether or not it's coming out. And I know that sounds weird, but it's the truth. Shall not tell a lie. All right. Hey, Angela. Hey, Patty. Good to see you guys. All right, so we are going to go ahead and get started with the eyes. A new person had asked about eyeshadow, so we're going to do that today. And I have 2 things of eyeshadow, which I'm going to do. But I also want to show you, I am going to pull this one out as well, because like how everything with Luminous, it's not all or nothing with airbrush. So you can do, even with eyeshadow, you can do your traditional eyeshadow and airbrush. So I'm going to pick just a very neutral color in the Nude and Naughty palette. And I'm going to put that just right on my eye. And I'm using a very neutral, no shimmer, although there's some blue to this brush that I probably need to wipe off. Let me see if I can find another brush real quick. It's dark. I need to clean my brushes. Is basically what this is telling me. Oh, I can use this one. All right. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to change it. A very, like I said, a very neutral. And I'm just putting that everywhere. Before I had put some, I guess it was just airbrush foundation, but I'm going a little bit lighter in color and going to put that. Water. Has everybody tried airbrush eyeshadow yet? Have you tried it yet? All right, the 2 colors that I have, one is a deep purple color, and then which does have some shimmer, and the other one is 03, which is a black. And so we're going to do those. So I'm shaking them up. Shake it, shake it, shake it. All right. And I'm going to start with the purple. I think I am going to grab. Now, the other thing, Angela's tried it. She loves it. One thing you could do your eyes first, because there's some tricks as far as like, you can even use like Scotch tape, stick it on your hand to kind of loosen the stickiness of it, and then line it up right at the lash line. Or you can take a piece of paper. There's a lot of different things you could use. So I'm going to put my drops right in here. And because I haven't used this in a while, it's sticky. Uh-oh, Patty said, looked like you had black eyes. Girl, just keep practicing. Oh, thank you, Candy. All right, shaking this up a little bit more. It does take some practice. Let me see. Okay, there we go. I'm putting the drops right in there. And I'm going to use this. I think it's a little postcard that I have. And I'm going to just put it like right there. I wonder if I have something smaller. Hold on. Oh, I'll just fold it. Or I'll use this side. I don't know. Anyway, so a lot of things you can do, but I'll do that when we get towards the arch of the eye, or the edge. So right now with the purple, this is going to be my lid color. And so now I'm going to come in close, because remember, the closer in you get, the more precise it's going to be. So we don't want to keep it at 4 finger widths away, because that's what we do with foundation. So because I'm coming in, it's like 3 fingers for blush, because I'm doing eyes, I'm going to keep it about right here. And this is where really focusing on the feeling of the air helps you, because you can tell exactly where it's going. All right. So, and make sure you're straight on, not to the side, because like right now I can feel this on my nose. And so I would get it on my nose. So make sure when you're doing the eyes to be straight on. So I'm just going in there. I can feel it a little when it's released. Okay, so that's a little bit. And now I'm going, I don't know if y'all can see. Right there. Lightly pulling back. Now, keep in mind, whatever comes in an airbrush bottle, you can use on your eyes. So you can use a blush, you can use an Love, you can use a darker foundation, you can use the matte bronzer, you can use the Mystic, you can or the bronze shimmer, illuminizers. The amber illuminizer on the eyes is gorgeous. So don't think, oh, I don't have any eyeshadow, can't do it. Nah, you can. A lot of times I'll do my crease color with a dark foundation or the matte bronzer to really help, like, just bring up that natural color. I think my fan's making a sound that sounds like a busy signal. I'm like, sounds really weird. How many, have y'all heard a busy signal in a while? All right. So I'm really kind of making the same moves I would if I was using a brush to put this on. And you actually can if you get to it pretty quickly because of the fact that once it dries, it's on. So if you were like, I messed up, it's okay. Just go in there and you can let up, tap it out. Or you can blend it with a brush. I think I did quite a bit in here. So I'm just gonna make this intense. I'm digging that color though. What do you guys think so far? You can see how light I'm spraying and working back and forth on each eye. Okay. Now I am going to go in and this is something I actually just did. I had never lined my eyes with airbrush, with the airbrush. I just use like eyeshadow or the Persuasion eyeliners, Temptation eyeliners. And I was like, let's give it a try. And so I am going to go in and line the bottom with the purple as well. This is where you have to be super okay with the air hitting your eye because it's going to happen because I'm spraying like right at that lash line. And it does help when I make that face. I'm going to have to hold my mirror down. I'll hold it this way. Woo. Definitely want kind of a break in between it because you can already tell it's going to water a little. But I really can feel the air and where it's going. Yay. So see how the purple's starting to come out? Out. Oh, there we go. Keep going back and forth. So doing that is a little tricky. Blow a little bit more. All right. So there we go. Ooh, that is a little tricky. Okay, so purple is on. I can go back and put more if I need to, if I need it more intense or whatever. I can definitely do that. If I, or if I cover, if it's like too smoky with the black that I'm about to put on, you can go back and forth just like you do with normal eyeshadow. Shaking this up. But yeah, lining is tricky. Now I'm going to put black in here. I mean, it can be done and it's going to have that staying power, but you need, that's why if you use this enough, you'll get it down. Now to do the lid, like an all over color, easy breezy. Like you're not going to have any trouble with that. Because it's just like boop, 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 and you're making that same movement. It's just the lining is a little bit tricky, which I probably should have held it at an angle a little bit. But an all over color is great. Even what I'm about to do in the crease is easy enough as well. You want to do it again, that same motion. So I'm going to come in here. I'm not doing anything right now. Come in here and kind of do this, which is the same movement I would do if I was doing it with a brush. But with this, doing it with an airbrush eyeshadow, you just need to make sure to come in close enough. So you really concentrate on where you feel the air, and you're going to pull back even lighter with the on the trigger. All right. So you can take a envelope, a business card, any tape, anything, and hold it here just till you're learning. Oh yeah, Angela, the sound too. Yep, you're right, because you can hear it when the makeup's being released. So if you're unsure about the feel of it, holding something here is just your protection. Oh, the other thing you can do is if you have the eyebrow stencils, you can hold one of those up and use the edge of that here as well. And what this is also going to do is give you a very precise line. Ooh. So again, start it, switch to the other side. Okay. Precise line. Is this where I want? No. I can always go back. Oh, Angela was talking about my sound effects that I make when I'm doing my makeup. I thought you were talking about the sound of when product is being released, there is a different sound. All right, back to my edge here. And blending. See how, boom! And then come back here. Okay, now this one is a little, like I sprayed a little too much. So you can, I'm just going to show you real quick. You can go in there and blend it if you need to. Okay, so again, guys, you can't mess up, okay? You just cannot mess up on this. And then you'll get it down where you can do just the, you don't have to use I do like having the hard edge to get that real precise edge. But if you do your eyes first, you can take a wipe and get that as well. So go there and go there. And I kind of, because I'm being so cautious on how hard I pull back on this, that sometimes I'll spray like a piece of paper or the tissue just to make sure it's still coming out. Like it makes me feel better. I don't know. All right. So now that that's done, I'm going to put another drop in here and I'm going to line the top in black as well. Again, you do not have to do this. I'm just showing you what you can do, right? Just showing you, I'm like that hairdresser. I'm just pushing it up a little bit. All right. So coming in even closer. Going to this side. Moving it. Now I can feel it. I really never stop moving it because I don't want to hear, or I don't want to have a of makeup. Another sound effect. So I keep moving it, still lightly pulling back on the trigger. Back and forth like that. So there you go. All right. So you'll definitely want to rinse this out since it is a black eyeshadow. Definitely. All right. So now I can go in. Curl blush. I'm just curling the inside. And add mascara. And then you're good to go. What do you guys think? Is everybody going to practice this tonight? Yeah? I want to hear tomorrow if you practiced. Add a little bit of mascara on the bottom. And using the end to really separate. And there you go. There you go. Easy, easy. All right. Yay. Ooh, got the shivers. Everyone practice tonight. And I want to see it. All right. All right, guys. I will see you back here later today at 4 o'clock. We'll be back. All right. See you guys later. Bye for now. Maybe if I can find my mouse. All right. There we go. All right. Bye, guys.